Welcome to FADA TV, the video channel created by and for new car dealers and brought to you by the Florida Automobile Dealers Association.
Good afternoon, FADA family. Ted Smith here in Tallahassee. I'm so excited today because I have a little Zoom call going with my chairman and your chairman, Alan Turner. Alan, good afternoon. Thank you for being chairman of our great association this year.
Thank you, Ted. Appreciate you having me on the call today.
And Alan, you know, right now we're planning for the 2021 session of the Florida legislature. And we just want to talk to folks a little bit about how much we need them. So why, Mr. Chairman, should we even bother to get our members engaged this year?
Well, Ted, decisions are being made in Tallahassee that have a direct impact on our industry. So myself and other dealers certainly need to be concerned about that. There's nothing more important than reaching out to these legislators this session to talk about the extraordinary challenges that we face as dealers in the state of Florida. They need to join in with us because our franchise system here in Florida is under attack. The OEMs are passing policies and procedures that seem to be going unchecked in our state. And so these policies are creating a negative impact upon our business and in some cases violating the laws in the state of Florida.
It seems to me to be a clear trend that factories are just violating Florida law because they know nobody's watching and there's really no recourse because their dealers are hesitant to come against them. I mean, do you agree with that?
I do, Ted, and we know that you and the team at FAD are watching for these trends, not just in Florida, but all across the nation. But there's no doubt that the factory has stepped out of line when they want to. They pass policies and procedures that they want to as if no one's looking. And it seems to snowball. It seems to be getting worse day after day.
Yeah, they do it all the time. And when I hear about one of these programs or policies that violate Florida law or allegedly do so, I write a letter to the factory and I advise my line mate dealers about that letter. And you know what the factories say to me? Have a nice day, Smith. We're really not interested. So one recent example was Jaguar Land Rover, right?
Exactly. We have some OEMs in the state aren't even paying us for warranty work that's prescribed by law. And then there's things about goodwill and prepaid maintenance where they don't seem to adhere to the laws here in Florida. And then we have some OEMs that have their own website set up so that the customers come and order specific vehicles. And so there's just a problem, I feel like, when the OEM is trying to nestle up beside our customer.
We've got a piece of legislation that's going to help fix this. What does their bill do, Alan?
It creates a clear path for our dealer association to bring these claims on behalf of the dealer. It gets DMV the tools they need to make initial investigations when a violation is brought by a dealer, a group of dealers, or even FADA. It requires DMV to investigate and form an opinion based on what these issues are. And it gives DMV a broad subpoena power to gather this information from the dealer. It also ensures that if they determine a violation has occurred, they must take an action to correct the violation, just like they would if a dealer was violating a rule. So some of those remedies could be to revoke their license, or there could be fines and penalties, and certainly there would be an injunction to halt something that was against Florida law.
The subpoena tools are going to be kind of cool because dealers have been reluctant to share documents because they're afraid of being retaliated against by their OEM. If a subpoena comes from the department and says, we know about issue A, send us documents that explain issue A, they can always say to their factory, I did that because I was required to do so by a subpoena from the department. I think that's an excellent part of our bill.
Well, I agree. As a dealer, it looks like you're following a legal state mandate that you have to turn over that information. So again, it takes the burden of the dealer standing alone going against the OEM. So that is an important part of it.
COVID has done some things downtown. So let's talk about why we need our members this year more than ever.
Well, absolutely, Ted. The State House is basically closed. We have a talented staff at FADA. We have a great group of lobbyists, but they can't go inside. And so there's going to be committees going on without any representation, without any input from our side. So it's important that beforehand, we need to reach out to our elected officials from our areas. We need to make sure they understand all the things about our business, the purpose of the franchise system and the issues that we're facing and how we feel powerless sometimes against the OEM. So these issues need to be brought to them, and we can do that one-on-one with our House and Senate members.
Every bill goes to a committee. This year, we're not going to be able to see those committees, so we're setting up Zoom meetings with those committee members, and Mandy's going to be sending out communications about that. We'll send talking papers about that.
But I just reached out to, in our area, in the Panhandle of Florida, we have 4 elected House representatives and we have 1 senator. So we called those offices and just politely said, we'd like to have a conversation with you about what's going on at FADA, just to explain some of the things that dealers are facing and let us preview our bill with you. And so that's what we've done. And really it needs to be really short. We think 15, 20 minutes gets our point across. They know what we are dealing with. They know what we're expecting. And I think it's just important. They come from our area. We elected them to represent us from Tallahassee. So there's nothing wrong with us sharing with them our points of view.
No, if our members will do that, Alan, will take the time to be involved in one of these Zoom calls, we'll load your lips with more information about the bill, but there's just nothing like a dealer telling their story to a member. Alan, I appreciate so much what you've done to help organize meetings. At this point, I think our ask, Alan, is that dealers just watch their videos from us, watch email from us, watch invitations from Mandy to be involved and respond, right?
I agree. The information that comes from Tallahassee is really good quality. It's time sensitive. You need to see it and respond to it.
Well, and I appreciate you, my friend. You've been a great leader so far in this fiscal year, and your help with the legislative process is huge. I want to just thank everybody watching this video, number one, for being a member. I'm asking you to step out of your shoes a little bit and help us this year because of COVID, and I know that you will where you can, so we appreciate you. Thanks, Alan. Thanks to everybody who's watching today. We look forward to talking to you soon.